Okay, I received an email earlier this week about helping us as drivers in 2017 from Uber. Just block out my name. They try and personalize it, but we all know, or you should know by now, that's just bullshit. It's from the new CEO, Jeff Jones, who first introduced himself a few months ago. And he stated in that email that he signed up as a driver, has taken a few trips, and now has a better understanding of what we go through as drivers. Okay. And, take a few hundred, then come talk to us, and then you might have a better understanding. But a few rides, he knows. Now he has a better understanding. Okay, good. But supposedly they've interviewed hundreds of drivers, across the country, listened, and are making improvements to the app that makes it a better experience for drivers and passengers. But better support is one of the things that, us drivers have requested. That's good. They've opened up 500 more green light hubs. It's good to be able to walk in, talk to somebody face to face, even though you do at times wait, a long time. But hey, at least you can walk in now. Clearer communication. Okay. Yeah. Cause in the past, if you've sent emails, it was outsourced into another country. Cause it would take a while to get a response. And then the response you received, or that I received, always felt generic, because they don't understand what you're talking about, because they're not in your city or in your market. So, or your country rather. But anyways, they're going to make product improvements, and that, let's see, if you update your app regularly, it's ridiculous how many times you have to update the app. I've screenshot it. Sometimes it's 3 times a week. It's ridiculous. So they're going to make improvements on that, on the maps, okay, whatever. And then earnings. If you've listened to drivers, why do you constantly reduce and cheapen the service? If you've listened to the drivers, add a tipping option. But that's something they will not do. So don't tell me you've listened. And that's something that you haven't heard. See, because they're not going to discuss this. It's corporate. They're going to do what they want to do. But see, they're trying to make it like they care. And this goes for the newbies thinking, oh yeah, Uber, yeah, they listen to us. You know what? After you do this a while, you're going to know you're kind of wasting your time, because you're just really getting taken advantage of, because they're looking to cut drivers out completely. And I'll get more on that. But supposedly, Thursday, or he held a Q&A on his Facebook. And here's the thing that's funny. That Thursday, he held, that Q&A, right? But then the following day, as drivers, when we open up our Uber app, you see that there was a change, a booking fee increase. In San Diego, the booking fee went from $1.75 to $1.95. In some markets, I've heard it's gone up 35 cents. But see, this change will not impact the amount you receive for each trip. No shit. That's the booking fee. We don't see a dime from that booking fee. That's something that was taken from us a long time ago. It was first called the flat rate. We as drivers would, when we accepted the request, we got $1.35 or $1.45 plus the rate that was more. And then Uber took their 20 to 25%. But now they've basically given themselves a 20-cent raise for 2017. And I did a little chart just to break it down. average drivers will do from 10 to 25 rides per day. That's doable. If I just lowball it, 15 rides per day at the 20-cent increase, that's a $3. That's $3 that Uber's making. And that's not a lot if you look at it. Okay, that's fine. But $3 times a driver driving 5 days a week, that's $15 for that week that Uber is getting, in addition, just from that 20 cents. Again, okay, I guess that's not a lot, right? But $15 times 4 weeks. Now, they're making $60 additional per month from, increasing that $1.75 to $1.95 per driver who only does 15 rides per day. San Diego is a pretty big market, tourist market. And again, I'm lowballing it. $60 times, let's just say, 1,500 drivers. We know that number is a lot higher. But just at this rate, just to prove a point, that's $90,000 a month. Extra what now Uber's making. Now, take that $90,000 for the next 12 months, if they keep it at $1.95, times 12 months. Uber now, at this low ball rate, because we know there's more drivers that do, more than $60 additional that Uber will collect from these drivers. Uber now, lowballing, is making over $1 million from the San Diego County alone at that low rate. Factor in LA, San Francisco, the rest of the US, and in other countries that they're probably raising these rates, this booking fee. If they haven't done it, they're going to be doing it, because that's free money for Uber. All I have to say, they take it from the driver and they're making more money. That's a business. Okay, fine. But the greed is getting out of hand. Hashtag delete the Uber app. I have stated, and I'm working harder now on changing this rideshare game. And soon you're going to see what I've had planned, I've been working on. Fuck Uber and their greed. And Uber, come catch me if you can. And Uber, catch me outside. And you cheap Ubies, be sure you cheap Ubies. Be sure to tip your Uber driver.